Hello YouTube, we're going to be doing a repair of a chip in my windscreen today using a £10 do-it-yourself windscreen repair kit. Is it any good? We are going to find out. So the first thing you're going to need to do is clean your windscreen with some soapy water. Then grab the razor blade that you get inside the kit, give it a good scrape around the damage on the windscreen, try and get any of the fragments of glass that might still be in where the damage is. Once you're happy the area is prepped and ready to go, you can then move on to the next step. Right, grab your applicator, make sure the damage is in the middle of the ring, push down on the suction cup so it sticks to the windshield, and then check that it's in the center. It's ready for when you put the resin in the chamber. Screw the resin chamber into the center ring of the applicator, making sure that the rubber mouth that's on the end of the resin chamber is securely against the windscreen. Not too much though, because too much pressure will open the mouth too much and the resin could escape underneath, and that will affect the repair. Grab the resin from the kit, apply about 3 to 6 drops depending on the size of the damage that you've got on your windscreen. Mine was a pretty decent sized chip, so I put in about 6 drops in mine because I just wanted to make sure that it was really going to cover over the damage and make sure that I fixed it. Grab your pressure driver, screw that down into the resin chamber. That pressure is then going to drive the resin into the damage, the chip, whatever you want to call it, into your windscreen. Have a look from the inside of the car, making sure that the mouth of the applicator is opened up nice and wide, which is then going to be able to spread all of that resin inside, making sure that that damage on that chip is being filled with resin. Then you're going to leave it to set for anywhere between 4 to 6 minutes, depending on the extent of the damage. But if the resin hasn't made it into all areas, you can get a hot air gun or a hairdryer, which I would probably say is better, as it's less likely to get as hot as a hot air gun, so potential for damage is going to be reduced using a hairdryer. If you're enjoying this video so far, why don't you give the video a good old thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. After the 4 to 6 minutes has passed, unscrew the pressure driver from the chamber, get any air bubbles out of the chamber, then reapply pressure again. Go back inside your vehicle, have a look at the repair area around about a 45-degree angle. Air bubbles should show up around about that angle if you have any, and if you do, unfortunately you're going to have to scrape off the resin with a razor and start all over again. From what I could see from inside the vehicle, I was pretty happy with the repair, so I was ready to move on to the next step, which is remove the pressure driver and the resin chamber from the main applicator. Lift up the suction cups of the centering ring one by one, moving you on to the next stage. At this point though, if you accidentally dripped any resin onto the windscreen when you're taking the applicator off, as you can see I've got a little bit there around my suction cup, but I didn't because I didn't think about it at the time. I just left it to go hard and I scraped it off with the razor blade at the end once it had set. I then grabbed one of the plastic sheets that came in the kit, which you need to put onto the windscreen with a little drip of resin underneath it. I was a bit worried though that it was going to blow off because it was quite a windy day, so I got a bit of masking tape and I put it down with one edge to start off with. And as you can see, I dropped a little bit of resin in there. You can just see a little bit over the 2 tiny little damage bits. Push the plastic down. You don't need to apply any pressure, just lay it on and then push the tape down just to make sure it would stick. I also got a bit more masking tape and laid it on the other side as well, because like I said, it was really windy and I didn't want it flipping up in the wind. I just wanted to make sure it was secure on there and then it would go off. After you've applied your drop of resin, leave it in the sun for 15 minutes to let the UV help activate that resin and go off. Once you've done that 15 minutes, peel off your plastic or any tape if you put it down like I did. Then go and grab your razor blade again that you got in the pack, hold it around about a 90-degree angle from the windscreen and just start gently scraping that resin. If you're getting it right, it should go white and flaky. It can be a little bit tricky. As you can see, it was sticking to the windscreen a little bit, so I was having to go a little bit hard to get that resin off. But with a little bit of extra pressure, it did start eventually coming off. Once I'd scraped off all the old resin, I could still see a tiny little bit of damage where the chip was. It was much less than it previously was, so obviously a lot better than before, but there was still just a tiny little dot left in the windscreen. Okay, so we've repaired the windscreen. There's still a tiny little mark which you can see from the outside. When you go inside the car, you can't see anything, which obviously is really good. But I'm going to rate the product out of 5. I would probably give it 3.5. It's not a fantastic fix. Like I said, you can still see a tiny little mark, but for £10, it's not bad at all. So it's going to get me through for a few more years until, I don't know, I get another chip and I eventually have to change the windscreen. But for £10, not bad. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video. Please leave a comment on the video. Give the video a thumbs up at the same time. And while you're there, if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much. We'll catch you again soon on the next one.